to our SEO Optima report. We're going to do this again for the wwf.org.uk. To press the big yellow button. And this time we're going to look at the socials section. So this should actually be the last category that they give the specific rating to. So overall, we know that they've got the A rating. And socials is A+, so it's pretty good. Let's go all the way down and have a look and see if there's anything that could potentially improve or we want to continue to do to assure we get the good rankings. Okay, let's go down. It's quite a big report, isn't it? Now we get to SEO socials. Now this looks at the different social channels that your website's connected to and the style of those connections. And I'll explain that through the report and what I mean. So they're good. They've got an A+, knowing that that little extra bar here actually means they could go A++ and then wonderful. Right, so Facebook Connect, they have a Facebook social network on their website. Now, Facebook graph tags, this is a bit of a misleading name, in my opinion. Basically, what this means is if you ever seen like when you retweet something or reshare something, there's already an amount of format. It's already formatted of what you're going to reshare. This is really what the open graphs do. It enables you to set when they share something, you assure that the elements of what they share are already there. So you have your picture or you have videos or things like that. And they're saying it's a good thing to do. And maybe WWF would be good with this if they use it on their events kind of chart. And we might actually look at that page, that page, because if they reshared an event on Facebook, so say they go to an event page and they're interested in running or something like that, and then they share it using a Facebook link, you would want to use something like Facebook Open Graph tags to enable that information to pre-formatted for you. So you get the event information that you want to be shared automatically displayed. They're saying they're doing it, but I don't think the site actually does it throughout, especially on that event section. As you can see, it also tells you the details of where they're currently using it for the homepage. So they're using it, looks like, on their main URL. So if we use it on events, it'll be good. Facebook Pixel, now this is just a way of re-advertising. So say if you go to your website and then they go to a Facebook page, they can then identify them on Facebook. When's this going to help? If you ever do Facebook retargeting, they go to your website, and if you notice, if you go to a website, then you go into your Facebook page, you then have an ad for that website. That's exactly what this Facebook Pixel does. You need to install a little piece of code on every single page of a website for that to work. And some websites actually don't have it on every page. Facebook recommends you do, but sometimes you don't always need it, right? You don't always need it on your terms and conditions, maybe, or your privacy policy. There might be a bit of a strange one to have it. But you might want it on core services or things like that. The reason why you do it is when it helps with that advertising, but also as well, it's more for your socials than SEO, I would say. Facebook enables you to do this when you do like ads or things like that, to do lookalike audiences. So if you know the people that have gone to your website and they've been on Facebook, they will find similar people that went to your website in their Facebook audience. So you can use the information they gathered via this tagging system to enable you to get a bigger reach when you do a Facebook ad. And actually, it's not just Facebook. That lookalikes would go across the different channels that the Meta business own. So that's your Instagram and your WhatsApps. And your actual messaging, so your Facebook Messenger as well. These are other things I can think of. They keep taking everything over. I think that's it. Right, Twitter Connect just means that the Twitter, now named X, is connected on a social networking site. So they have that little icon on there. And Twitter cards, same like Facebook graphs, it's pre-formatted tweets. So if you want to share an event, say for WWF, they have the event about running, come and run for our charity, and you have a share button on there, you would want them to have that information pre-formatted. Actually, let's go and have a look. Might make it easier so you can understand it. More about visual learning. wwf.org. Was it .uk? Yeah, and events. Typical. Hand it up there. Let's just go to the events one. So I would assume they have events on here. So find out more. hopefully I have a share button somewhere. Yeah, share this. So this is your X, your Twitter, this is your Facebook. Now, when it goes on this, it's not automatically populating information. It's not great. Actually, I would suggest that they improve that. Let's see if it automatically pops the information for Facebook. Sorry why it's always going on my profile here. It does a little bit. Survey half marathon. However, with Facebook graphs, they can make them multimedia. So you could have images, you could have videos. So it is worthwhile looking at that because this information will help with the awareness of your brand and the awareness of the event. But there's no right or wrong with these things. And it's really, I would actually especially look at formatting those things, especially with their Twitter, because that was kind of a lost aspect when it was sharing. It wasn't even copying over the URL of the event. So I definitely would look at that for them. Mainly because it helped drive awareness, and then awareness naturally starts to help visits to your website, which in turn will help your SEO. Instagram connected, they're just saying that they have their Instagram profile connected on there. LinkedIn is also connected. YouTube is also connected. And now they rate the YouTube activities, the amount of followers and the view count. So I don't know the explicit algorithm for the number of followers, but I would say something over 1,000, they might say is good. I don't know if I'm really honest about what they would do in an SEO report and what's good. But Google is going to like you to have SEO, YouTube. The reason being is you have YouTube search and you have SEO Google search, and both of them actually sometimes intertwine with each other. So it's well worth looking at your YouTube strategy as well. Now, YouTube used to be something that was a bit laborious because people thought, oh, let's create quite professional videos. But now with the release of YouTube Shorts, it can be a bit more user-generated content and a bit faster, and dare I say it, a bit less quality because we're just doing things a bit on the go. I also, though, caveat this, I find the algorithm quite hard to win on for YouTube. So play with your socials. If YouTube, I would say with WWF, they have an opportunity for definitely YouTube, especially in shorts and especially for events and user-generated content where people may be doing a quick YouTube short event while they're on their run or their marathon. So it is something I would look at if I was going to for this charity. And you may say, well, socials is an SEO, and you're right, but if you get enough traffic, it drives awareness, and awareness drives traffic to your website. But also as well, slightly more different, YouTube itself is part of Google. So sometimes those algorithms can intertwine. So I would be mindful of assuring that if you can use YouTube, and it is a good strategy for your company, it might be something to consider to sometimes help with your SEO. Local SEO. I think I'll go through that in another course or another video. So we're not going over everything a bit too much because I digressed slightly when it comes to the socials. Okay, in the next video, we're going to go through, again, the donkey, can't say this way, the donkey sanctuary, so we can check out their socials. See you in the next course.